Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. It's that time of the month again. We gotta take a peek at all the new stuff that's been coming out on pre-order and shown off at events and whatnot. So yeah, no live stream this month. Just been busy, haven't felt like it. So no live stream this month. We'll see about next month. Alrighty, guys, before we get into it, I am gonna cut here. I was about to post the video, and then I noticed that there's a bunch of new stuff posted since the time I got done recording, so like in the last 24 hours. So just wanted to show you guys this stuff real quick, so we're covering as much as we can this month before we get into the actual video. So starting off with this Kaido House limited edition drop. This is going to be an exclusive for Car Toys Matsuri in Hamamatsu in Japan. So that's the limited drop for that event. We also have a couple new pre-orders from ATS. Subaru Impreza WRX GC8 1997, one in black and one in white. We also have a couple new models from Motor Helix. These are both for a pop-up event in Beijing. It is the pop-up at Welltown, Beijing, is what it says. So yeah, a couple limited edition drops for that. Both limited to 799 pieces, I believe. We also have the actual pre-order announcement for this BMW M4 GT3. There's more information on this later in the video as well in the AR box section, but they actually put out the actual render of the car and everything, so there's that. We also do have a release announcement for this one, 68-2. This is the Mandalika presentation car version, or no, the test car version. I don't know why they're doing three different versions of this particular car. There's the presentation, the test car, and the actual race car. The race car is released. I guess now the test car is releasing. So there's that. And then they also put out an announcement for this one. Again, I don't know if this is an actual drop or if this is a pre-order announcement. I'm assuming this is just a release announcement. But yeah, Land Rover Defender 110, Camel Trophy Borneo 1985 dirty version. Then we also have some stuff from Hobby Japan. They did have a little booth at Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, and finally there were some photos posted of it. So here's some stuff they had on display. So some Aria Mimiya, RX-7, some Initial D stuff. Overall, pretty cool. Nice selection of models from them. So there's that stuff. Now we'll get into the actual video. Thank you. But yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into it. So starting off with Mini GT, we got a pre-order on August 3rd. Pretty nice stuff here. So left to right, we got a Porsche 911 911 Carrera RS 2.7 Golf Blue. We've got a Nissan GTR Nismo 2024 version in silver. Another one of these Range Rovers, 1971 British Transamerica's Expedition. We did get one of these before. It looks like they're just doing another one to go with it. Very cool. Mustang Dark Horse in Blue Ember. This one's really cool. The Aston Martin DBS. This is the 2008 version in Lightning Silver. Really like that. And then a little Mazda Liberty Walk AutoZam to round it out. This is the LB40. And this one's in LB Hinamaru Red. So pretty nice mix here. Quite a lot of nice, like, clean stock castings. Really enjoy that. So yeah, up next, we've got this one, August 17th. Pretty nice stuff here as well. So we do have the Mazda Miata MX-5 ND. This is in a Pandem body kit in Kodo Red. Very cool. Another Lamborghini Countach. This is the LP500S variant in white. This one actually looks a lot better than the 25th anniversary edition that they released. They actually kind of filled in these back vents with some black detailing. They have a little bit of black outlining around the headlights and stuff, so we'll see how it compares to the old one. They brought back the ducktail version of the Nissan GTR R35. This is the LB Works Type 1 kit. And yeah, it's in an Auto Finesse livery. I actually quite like this one. I've always been a big fan of the DuckTales as far as the R35 Liberty Walks go, so that one's cool. We've got Mercedes AMG EQS 53 in gold. These castings have never really been that popular. It's just, I think to a lot of people, it's just kind of a boring EV, which I do agree. But the wheels on this one are pretty cool, so I might pick this one up. Got a Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2. This was from 2025. IMSA Chevrolet Grand Prix. This was the class winner. Of course, the Wayne Taylor Racing Dex livery with the like chrome reflective sides. Very cool. And then to finish this one off, Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evoluzione. number 5 from the 1993 Rally Monte Carlo. Very cool. Love the toe tip Repsol livery on that one. So yeah, pretty nice mix here as well. We do have a couple pre-orders for James Bond stuff. So this one right here on the left-hand side is the Aston Martin V8 Vantage from the Living Daylights. Really cool. It's got like the front tire does not have a the front wheel doesn't have a tire on it. It's got the little tracks. Really like that one. And then we also have a Ford Mustang convertible 1965 from Thunderball in that beautiful blue color. So nice mix there. And then these ones just went on pre-order actually yesterday. So we've got an Aston Martin DBS from Quantum of Solace. Missing the door. It's all scraped up with bullet holes. Very cool. I have not seen this movie yet. I need to watch it. And then we also have the Lotus Esprit S1 from The Spy Who Loved Me. Love it. This is like the non-submarine version of the submarine cars. So very cool. They also just announced this on pre-order yesterday as well. Very, very exciting. I know there's a lot of people that have been really wanting them to bring back these transporter trucks. They're doing this one in the Scania format. So this is the Scania 770S A6X N4A car transporter, and it's the V8 50th anniversary car transporter set in red. So this one's really cool. I did kind of look. Retail price for this seems to be around $100 USD, which makes sense. Usually these trucks from Mini GT are not expensive, especially when you look at how intricate that trailer is. We'll definitely be picking this one up, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will be as well, because the Mercedes Actros releases from way back in the beginning times of Mini GT are quite expensive now. So this one's very exciting. We've also got these two event models for Salo Diecast in Brazil. This event already happened. But yeah, couple LB ER34 Super Silhouette Skylines. The one with the gold wheels on the left side here was the dinner car, and then the one on the right side was just the regular one. Really like the Mini GT like original livery on them, but unfortunately I just can't bring myself to buy event cars like I used to, so these will be skips from me, but pretty cool. They also shared this photo. These basically just introducing the first colors of their 1959 Cadillac Eldorado. Really nice colors. I dig the pink. The dark brown also looks really cool. Nice looking cars. Not a big fan of the AI photo though. It's a little corny to me, but anyways, moving on. They did have a pre-order announcement for the Cube Cars line. Looks like we've got number 16 through number 21. So yeah, so I mean, some cool stuff here if you're into that sort of thing. I've been debating not covering these because these aren't 1/64 scale, and this channel is built around premium 1/64 diecast. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anybody that's interested, there you are. Also have a Kaido House pre-order here. BMW M3 Kaido House. This is their Redboro livery, even though it's like Marlboro themed. Kind of cool. Would be cooler if it actually had Marlboro on it. But yeah, Nissan Skyline GTR R34. This is the Flames as a V1. Then we've got a Honda Civic EF in HKS and another color of the Kaido Star. This is the Tastic V1. So there's your Kaido House pre-order. We also have some event models from Kaido House as well. So these were for the Salo Diecast event in Brazil. The one on the right side here with the chrome gold accents was the limited edition drop, and then the one on the left was just the regular event exclusive. We also have this one. This is a limited edition drop. This is just a normal Kaido House limited edition drop. I think they do them on their website. You might be able to catch them at their actual garage in Venice, California. Not sure, but yeah, there's that. Then they also have this one. This one is an exclusive limited edition drop for guests at the Tokyo Diecast Club Shibuya, and they said that this one will not be available through Kaido House after the event, so it's just a one and done for that. Moving on, we do have a pre-order from BBR Models. Finally, this is the Mini GT line of BBR, not the AR box version, but a nice mix here. Some pretty cool stuff. So we've got a Ferrari 512 TR in Nero or black, and then we've got a Ferrari 296 Speciale in Rosso Corsa, and then the Ferrari 499P can't pronounce it, Modificata in Rosso Corsa. This is basically just like the customer version of the 499P. It's not actually from a racing event, which hopefully they make some that are from WEC and whatnot. I think a lot of people want to see those, but a nice mix overall. These will all have brake details, and yeah, it's been a while since we've gotten a BBR release. Hopefully they start releasing some soon, because everything we have out now has been on pre-order for a long time, it feels like. So yeah, there's that BBR pre-order. There's some more photos of them there if you want to pause and look. Pretty nice. Moving on, we do have some lots of event photos to look at here between all these brands. So Mini GT, I know they were at the Brazil Diecast event, and then they also showed off some stuff at their flagship store in China, and then I think there was another pop-up event as well. I didn't memorize exactly where each of these photos come from. Some of them I may know, but yeah, not a whole lot of new stuff here, just some nice castings that they're coming out with, some new colors of castings in development, like the BMW Z8 has a few different colors here. They got the ID Buzz and the DHL livery, which is cool. Bugatti, that's the Mistral, right? Yeah, Bugatti Mistral in white. Some pretty cool stuff here. And then here's a photo of the other side of the table. Really like these Citroens, especially with all the luggage. There's actually an old photo that they're recreating here with all that luggage and stuff next to that like a dark cream colored one. Very cool. I dig the Lamborghini Urus in that green color as well. And then, yeah, I think these were, I don't know if these were from Brazil or the flagship store. I honestly can't remember. But yeah, just a lot of stuff we've already seen before. Mini GT hasn't really announced anything new in a while, which I think is fair because they've got a lot of projects going on right now between James Bond, Fast and Furious, this new Korea exclusive set that they're doing. So lots of cool stuff regardless. And then there's some close-ups of some of the things. This Porsche race car prototype right here looks really cool. Got some finished versions of some more Fast and Furious stuff as well that we might not have seen before. Everything's looking pretty sharp. No complaints. So yeah, lots of goodies. There's some other close-ups as well. Yeah, just lots of cool stuff. Nothing real new and exciting. It's pretty much the same stuff that we've been seeing for a while, but it's cool to see it all again nonetheless. So yeah, here's all that. Very cool. This Goodwood Corvette looks awesome. Really excited for that one. Some of this race stuff down here is really cool. But yeah, Temerario GT3. There's that Rothmans BMW rally car again. Just very cool. Some Kaido House stuff and F1. A little bit of everything here. So yeah, here's this stuff as well. Again, more photos of the Citroens and then all the luggage, of course. Really, really cool. Just very, very unique, very niche thing to do. So yeah, there's that. I've also got some Kaido House stuff here too. They have their Baja truck, and then I think this is a Chaser right here. So some nice new prototypes from Kaido House. They don't tend to develop a lot of new models. They just do a lot of recolors. They do have their Camaro right here as well, which is cool. But yeah, the Z, the 510 wagon, which I guess they're still doing more colors of, and then the R33 up there as well. So moving on to Tarmac Works, we have a couple pre-orders from them. So we're going to ignore this 143 scale and 118 scale one. So we're just going to look at the other 5, but some nice stuff. Got a Mercedes AMG GT3. This was the 2026 Bathurst winner. Then we also have another Porsche 911 GT3R. This one was from Nürburgring 2024. Another GR Yaris Rally 1. This was from 2024 Rally Finland. And then we've got a couple Liberty Walk models up here at the top. So we've got a Toyota Supra. This one's actually going to be made by CM Model, which I still have mixed feelings about. I'm leaning towards giving CM Model another chance and including them in the news videos, but we will see how it goes. And then they also have this LB ER34 Super Silhouette in this Fast and Furious livery. So there's that. Next pre-order, we've got this guy right here. Lots of cool stuff here. So they've got another Mini Champs collab. This is Porsche 911 GT3 992. Really cool, like the color scheme on that. We've got a Chimera Evo 38 in red. Mercedes-Benz AMG GT Black Series safety car for 2026. I feel like they've already done one very similar to this before, so, but I guess this is for the 2026 season. Not exactly sure where it's. I think it's an F1 safety car, if I'm not mistaken. We've got a Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR in red, a Mitsubishi Lancer RS Evo 4 in white, a Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Coupe Black Series in blue. Really wish they did some carbon fiber details on that. If they did, I'd buy them all, but I I skipped those because I'm hoping somebody else will do them better. And last but not least, this Mitsubishi Lancer Evo from the Hong Kong to Beijing Rally 2025. Pretty interesting event, so I'm excited to see that one whenever it comes out. They also do have a couple Toy Story pre-orders, so they got this Mitsubishi Fuso Canter Toy Story 5 theme, and then they also have this guy right here. This one's from this one's Stitch themed with the it's the Volkswagen Type 2 T1 panel van from Lilo and Stitch. This one is going to be a Schuko model, so basically made by Spark, branded under Schuko and Tarmac Works. So there you go. Also some event models from Tarmac Works. So this is for the Art of Speed Malaysia, which already did happen. Figured we'd cover it anyways. I might have shown pictures of this earlier on, but here's the actual announcement from Tarmac Works. So yeah, RWB 993 Karajishi, and it came with a black chrome chase version. We also have this guy right here, Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, which actually went on this last weekend. LB Kaido Works Nissan R32 Skyline, and is the Hong Kong Taxi. They actually had the real car at the event, which was pretty cool. And yeah, I don't hate this one. It's kind of cool how they did like a taxi theme for it. So there's that. They also have this one for Salo Diecast, the event in Brazil. This was the RWB 993 Carrera. Again, another pretty cool one. So there's that. And then for the Australian Diecast Expo, which will be the end of this month here next weekend, they have a Vertex Toyota Soar and silver. So pretty cool. That one's not very like event model-esque to me. It's very laid back and clean, and I feel like they've already released this one as a normal Global 64, but I guess I'm just mistaken. But it looks pretty good. Moving on, they also did do their monthly live stream, showed off some new stuff. So top left here, we've got a Pandem Mazda RX-7 FC from D1 Grand Prix. Pretty cool. We also have a LB Kaido Works Nissan R32 Skyline. Nice red and black livery on that one. I believe they actually had this car with this actual livery on it at some point as well. Porsche 911, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to go forward. Porsche 911 GT3R from 2025 Le Mans. And then last but not least, this Lightning McQueen Porsche 911 GT3 Cup. And this was from the 2025 Porsche Carrera Cup Australia. Kind of weird. I don't really like it, to be honest with you. I don't know if all the unlicensed brands have ruined the Lightning McQueen livery for me over the years, but I don't know, just kind of goofy. Not really my thing. My wife will really like that one though. She loves cars. But anyways, moving on, we have these three right here. Another CM model collab, LB Works Toyota Supra in black. We've got a Mercedes AMG GT3. That's the 2022 24 Hours of Spa winner. And then last but not least, a Vertex Edge Nissan Silvia S15 in its prototype state there. So pretty cool stuff. And then, of course, they did have some stuff on display at these various events. Nothing real new and exciting here in these slides, just kind of some stuff they've already shown before, but there is some interesting stuff. So they've got their mini champs display here with all these Porsches, which actually look pretty good. And of course, some prototypes as well. We've seen a lot of these before. There's a lot of Rocket Bunny Pandem stuff down here. It's all pretty cool though. Lots of Liberty Walk too. So there's some more photos. Pretty neat. Some Vertex up at the front as well. Really like this this Haribo Gummy Bear livery Mercedes-Benz SLS. That'll definitely be a pickup. This Caltex AMG is pretty cool too. And then some upcoming event models they've got on display here. So the Australian Diecast Expo one that we just looked at. And then they've got a Shanghai 8-hour special. So that'll be sold at the race. That's the initial D version. I think they had that one on pre-order. So maybe they're just doing like first releases of some of these at the races. But yeah, this F40, I do want to get my hands on. That one looks really cool. And apparently that one's going to be the Singapore Diecast Expo and China Toy Expo 2026. They've got this Falcon Porsche for the Indonesia Diecast Expo. And then they've got some Macau Grand Prix specials over here as well. Really like these Porsches. I'd like to get them. But yeah, they decided to do them as event models. And they are ridiculously hard to get and usually are quite expensive. So kind of a shame, but yeah. Moving on, just some more stuff. Got a Nissan 180SX Liberty Walk prototype there. Aston Martin Vantage GT3, which I think we've seen before. some of these Chimeras up here, and then a pretty cool Lancer. And then last but not least, I think these are the last photos anyways. Again, another little angle of that Mini Champs display. The Rover 3500 and the Ford Capri Turbo Group 5, both really, really cool. Can't wait for those. And yeah, moving on to AR Box. So the thing with AR Box and a couple of these other brands like Motor Helix is I've noticed they're not really doing pre-order announcements for all their stuff anymore. There's some stuff lately that they've just done like regular release announcement posts for. These two are included in that. So both of these are released now. I don't remember ever seeing them go on pre-order specifically. Maybe they did. Can't remember, but they are out now. I did get this Camel Trophy one ordered because I thought it was really nice. And they announced some new stuff as well. So new liveries for their Porsche 911 GT3R. Obviously, big collaboration with Absolute Racing. And yeah, Fanatec GT World Challenge. Very cool, like Gene livery for this one, like that. So I'm sure we'll see the diecast version of it soon. They also did announce their BMW M4 GT3 from, again, 2026 WEC. Very, very cool livery on this one. And they actually have a completed sample of it on display, which is really nice. And then, of course, just the regular BMW M4 GT3 Evo. The presentation livery looks pretty good here. And I guess this is kind of like a little pre-order announcement because they do have a number assigned to it now. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, they also put this up on pre-order. Porsche 911 GT3R 2026 GT World Challenge Asia. Very cool. I love the fat international livery on it. It just looks super cool. And then they also did put this on pre-order. This is the Land Rover Defender 90 Adventure Edition. That will go perfectly with the Defender 110 Adventure Edition that just released. So there is that. They also put this on pre-order. The RWB 993 Army Girl looks pretty good. It's got the opening parts. They also put this up on pre-order. Mercedes-Benz S-Class Pullman 2002 in gold. This one's really cool. I love stuff like this. So yeah, I'll definitely have to pick one of those up. Very neat. Colored interior. Looks amazing. And then this is going to be an exclusive for Japan, I believe. And yeah, just a box set with a couple Mercedes G-Wagons in it. Collaboration with Mastermind Japan and DPLS. And then the chase version, of course, are the two cars in silver and gold chrome down here on the bottom. The regular box set versions are black and army green. So there's those. And then some more photos of their stuff on display at these recent events. There's that BMW M4. Looks really, really nice there. They're going to do a couple different colors of just the like regular race car that's not actually in a livery. Then, of course, we've got some BMW themed stuff over here. So I think these two right here are the same. They both say BMW M4 GT3 Evo. But the base, like this one has a different base. So maybe there's going to be like a special edition packaging for it or something. But yeah, I really like this BMW M2 in that livery as well. Looks really nice. More Porsches. We've seen all this stuff before, but everything here looks very nice. Again, more Porsches. I believe we've seen all of this. There might be some new RWBs here. I feel like I do remember seeing the Pink Pig, but they've got it sitting here next to like a chase version. It's like iridescent rainbow, like clear coat over it. Kind of interesting, but yeah, pretty nice stuff overall. More photos of the Ferraris, the collaboration with AR Box with the opening parts. Curious to see the next like actual diecast finished sample from them for these. More Porsches. Panameras look awesome. We've got the Mazda Cosmo Sport down there in its finished sample, which looks amazing. And yeah, some BMWs, some Mercedes stuff. There's the Pullman pre-order that just went live in gold. Looks really nice. And then these 7 Series BMWs right here are actually all part of a box set that's out right now. Gonna try to get my hands on it soon, but pretty expensive, so not sure how soon, but pretty cool stuff nonetheless. Here's some better photos of those BMWs. Again, this M2 racing version right here looks really cool. It reminds me of something they'd have at like their M Sport driving schools. So really like that. This BMW M4 GT3 looks awesome as well. Yeah, they're going to be a good source for these. So very cool. More stuff here, just more Porsches. They also do have this Toyota Corolla 11 AE86. I think last time we saw it, it was in a the 3D printed plastic mold. It looks like diecast now, so that's cool. They're also going to be doing the Mercedes AMG GT3, which is pretty good. We'll always take more variety as far as the race cars go, so that's cool. They've also got this Mazda Cosmos Sport right here. It's got like a, I don't know, it's got like a thing like going up on the roof. I don't know what that is, but looks pretty interesting. And then Camel Trophy Range Rover, some Yang Wang stuff right here, some little EVs look pretty interesting. And then, yeah, they've also got the Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2, so they're going to be doing the Audis. And then they're also going to be doing the Ferrari 296 GT3s, which is huge. I'm assuming that is going to be part of the BBR line. I don't think those are going to have opening parts, but very nice to see some modern Ferrari race cars, because Mini GT hasn't really been doing any of it with their BBR collaboration, and there's just not really a lot of brands out there doing it. Tarmac Works has a license, is able to get Ferrari licensing. They haven't really been doing any modern stuff, so I'm very excited to see the 296 GT3 casting from them. But yeah, Range Rover in a cool police theme, some more BMWs that we've seen before. Just overall very nice stuff. So yeah, there's a big shot of all their Porsches. And yeah, just some more cool stuff that I think we've seen most of this stuff before. They also have this casting here, BMW M3 Touring. I think this was in an endurance race somewhere, because I saw Spark put out a pre-order for it as well, which we'll get to soon. But yeah, very cool. There's the Pink Big RWB, looks really nice. Of course, all their opening parts, Pagani's down here. The Pink Pig, really nice stuff from AR Box. They're becoming one of my favorite brands. They're just, they're doing a lot of stuff. They're doing a lot of niche stuff, and they're doing a good job with it all. So yeah, love the variety that I'm seeing from them. So yeah, moving on, Trends Hobby. So we do have some new pre-orders from them. Some pretty nice ones at that. So Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2, Absolute Racing 2026 China GT. So this one is in a John Michael Basquiat theme, but I actually quite like this one. I really dig the livery for this one specifically. So haven't been a fan of their art cars too much, but this one's pretty cool. I do like it. And it's a real livery that has raced or did race this year. So, or yeah, has or will race this year, which is pretty cool. So we also did get this mix from them. Lots of good stuff. Porsche 911 GT3R, 3 different colors. These are all from DTM 2025, so look forward to those. Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2 from 2024 DTM. Love the Liqui livery on that one. That's going to be awesome. And then a couple colors of the Porsche 911 GT1. One in silver, one in red. Pretty cool. Opening parts and everything. Yeah, Trends Hobby's killing it. They also did have a couple event models for Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, which, again, went on this past weekend. I actually really like these. Again, I just kind of said I wasn't really into the art cars. I do kind of like these. This is a collaboration with Tokidoki, which I imagine is just like an artist company, like an artist or like a company that does this type of art. Really, really cool though. I dig it. Lamborghini Urus Performante and the Lamborghini Temerario. Maybe if they're not too expensive, I might pick these up. They're both limited to 4,000 pieces, so not crazy limited. Yeah, I dig both these. I like the artwork. I like the design. So there's that. They also do have this. This is their first anniversary set. They've already been around for a year, and they're doing a little Lamborghini Temerario box set to commemorate it. These are, again, John Michael Basquiat themed cars. Not really my cup of tea, but it's pretty cool. And I think these are limited to something. I don't know what it says on that little base plate right there, but yeah, pretty cool. And I think this is the most recent pre-order from them. They've got a couple different colors of the Bugatti Tourbillon, which is interesting because they have not shown a completed sample, like a completed painted sample of the Tourbillon at any events yet. So it kind of makes me wonder why they're putting them on pre-order before they actually have a sample to show off. Makes me think that these are kind of just like AI renders of what the final product is going to be. I don't know, kind of weird. They also are not like actually putting the colors of the models on their like pre-order information or on their boxes or anything, which again is driving me nuts. Like I want to know what these colors are. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they start doing that at some point. But otherwise, they look pretty nice. The back hatches come off. Looks like there's some nice engine detail in there, so we'll look forward to those. They've also got a couple more Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2s. One is from GT World Challenge Asia Indonesia 2026, and then one is from 2023 DTM. Really nice liveries on both of these. I will be collecting all of these Huracan GT3s. They are fantastic. If you have not gotten any yet, definitely look into getting them. There's a couple released right now. They are so good. So yeah, we also did see some stuff shown off from them at these recent events as well. Audi R8, R34, Nissan. We've got a RS6 Audi right there, the Tourbillon. This is what I was saying. Like, this isn't a completed sample of the Tourbillon yet, so it's like they're, I don't know. I don't really like the fact that they're putting pre-orders of stuff out before they are actually showing off a finished version. Just kind of strange to me, but as long as the models turn out fine, I guess it's not a big deal. But yeah, another different version of the Porsche 911. I believe that's a GT3R. I'm not sure exactly which spec or generation it is, but looks pretty good. Looks like this little back piece underneath the wing will be removable. Lamborghini Miura right there. Lamborghini Countach. We do have a McLaren GT3 right here, which is a new sample from them that we have not seen yet. There's a little side profile of it there. Looks pretty good. Be curious to see some finished samples of that. And it looks like they also have a Mustang GT3 sample as well. So they are expanding their GT3 lineup, which I do quite like. Very nice stuff. So yeah, moving on. Sorry, drink pause. Yeah, just some more stuff shown off from them. I believe we've pretty much seen all this stuff before. These are the 3 new Huracans from the recent pre-orders. And then these gold ones have been on pre-order for a while. These yellow ones are released. I think all these McLaren Sennas are released now. I think. Maybe they're not. Yeah, a couple new colors of the Porsche Cayennes. Overall, pretty nice stuff. There's some more of the Lamborghinis. There's that Basquiat one. Looks really cool. That one's going to come in an acrylic case, just like the Ultraman one is. I wish they would all just come in the box. I wish they would just keep the packaging consistent, but I guess that's too much to ask for in 2026. Every brand seems to be doing it like this. But anyways, pretty nice stuff. There's that McLaren again, the Audi R8 and the Audi RS6. So pretty cool. Moving on to Spark. Do you have a bunch of new casting announcements from them? These aren't actual pre-orders yet. I mean, they kind of are because they have been assigned actual internal codes. But yeah, they're covering all these stuff from 2026 Le Mans, which is really cool. They've got the Toyota TR 010s, Aston Martin Valkyries, the Genesis GMRs, very cool, and then the Alpines. I'm not a big fan of Spark's like modern racing stuff. Like their GT3 cars to me just are not very good for the price. These are like between $20 and $25. Distribution's not great for Spark, at least not here in the US, and so they're just expensive. However, they're one of the only companies that really stays up to date with all these racing series. And so I think there is some value in that, especially with these hypercars. Yeah, I think I'll definitely be picking some of these up, especially the Genesis ones. Those are really cool. So are the Valkyries. I mean, the Toyotas too. It's all really cool. They've also got these. They've got some more Oricas from Le Mans as well. Pretty cool liveries there. So yeah, big fan. Their Orica casting is actually pretty good too. So there's those, and then also some of the GT3 cars. Got the Aston Martin Vantage AMR LM GT3s, the Mercedes, and then the BMW M4s, which I feel like they haven't really done the BMWs before. So I'm thinking, I know they do them in 143, but they haven't really done them in 164. So this is kind of going to be like new castings from them, which is pretty cool. So looking forward to see how those turn out. Hopefully good, and hopefully they maybe think about lowering their price or just making their models better. One of the two needs to happen with the GT3 cars, because we're getting pretty much all this stuff, maybe not from actual Le Mans, but we're getting these castings from a lot of other brands now, and so they're just not competitive in this price range. So that's kind of my thoughts. And then also some more like announcements, and yeah, pretty good mix of stuff here. Kind of an interesting mix of stuff. I don't know exactly what these are from, but they've got some I didn't share the same photo twice, did I? No, I didn't. They have the BMW M3 Touring right here, some AMGs and some Aston Martins, Porsches. They've also got some like Mercedes 190Es. I'm really curious to know like what event this was from, because these look really cool. But yeah, pretty interesting. We'll see how it goes. And then last but not least, we've got more of these M3 Tourings. So yeah, this is the presentation version, and then there's the Nürburgring version, and then yeah, just kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm assuming these are actually racing in some sort of series, but they look really cool. I'm excited to get these from Spark and AR Box. I'm sure the ones from AR Box will be a bit better for the price, though. So yeah, there's those. They also did show off these. I think these might have already been on pre-order, but they actually look really nice. So it's the Porsche 917. There's the pink pig, and then also this white one down here. It's got like really nice tire printing. I believe that's Firestone. Really, really nice looking cars here. I'm actually pretty excited for those. So yeah. Then we've also got these. I think these are all from 2026 Spa. So you'll see similar liveries as to some of the ones that raced in Le Mans, because obviously that's all WEC. So yeah, these look pretty cool. And then here's some more. I think this is the last of them. So we've got the Aston Martins and also the BMWs. Really cool liveries on all of these. Just, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty split with their GT3 stuff from Spark. So yeah, there's that. They also do have these on pre-order now. These are all roof CTRs, so and they're all the Yellowbirds. So we've got the number 3 Macau Supercar Race 1995 in the Mandarina Duck. That one's really cool. I actually have a Tarmac Works Ferrari in the Mandarina Duck livery that this would look really cool next to. And then just some stock colors. So we've got silver, black, and yellow. And then we also have a 3-car set of these, and yellow, red, and blue. Pretty cool 3-car set. I don't really think Spark's stock stuff is really that good either. Not for the price. I think where Spark really excels is their like older racing stuff, like their like vintage and retro racing stuff. Stock cars and modern race cars, not really their strong suit, but yeah, pretty cool nonetheless. They also did put out some pre-orders for some of these Porsche 911 Dakar Rally. They're all wearing the Rothmans livery, so there's 3 of them. There's 2 here, and then there's also this one right here. So very cool. Actually, this is the Porsche 953, not 911, sorry. But yeah, really cool. It looks like they're not censoring the Rothmans text. Maybe Porsche's getting a little bit more lenient about that. But yeah, pretty cool. One thing for Schuko, figured since Schuko's made by Spark, I might as well include it here. This is an event model for Hong Kong Toy Car Salon. Kind of interesting. So, yeah. We've seen this casting a lot from Schuko. Usually they're sold by Tarmac Works. It's okay. It's not great, but it's also not like the worst thing ever. Usually Tarmac Works sells them for like $15, which I feel like is too much. These feel like $10 models. Like $10 to $12 range would suit these better. But yeah, event exclusive. We've also got some Mini Champ stuff. These are just going to be regular pre-order. These are going to be sold by CLDC exclusively. So that's the only place you'll be able to order them from. But they've got some of these Monty Porsche 911 GT3 RS MRs, which is the Monty Racing. Very cool. Nice colors there. And then they've also got this event model that was sold at Hong Kong Toy Car Salon. Pretty cool. It was the winner of the Japanese Grand Prix Mercedes AMG F1. So there you go. And they also did have a display there as well. As far as like modern F1 stuff goes, I feel like Mini Champs does it really well though, which makes sense because these are, again, I'm pretty sure Mini Champs is made by Spark. Spark does a pretty good job with their F1 stuff too. And so there's a lot of cool stuff here. So some prototypes, got the TGR, Mercedes, Red Bull Racing. It's pretty nice stuff here. Different years, like I see 2015, 2021, the new 2026 stuff. Definitely very cool. And they've also got some older stuff too, with these Renault Rothmans cars. Very nice. I like the older stuff. The older stuff is pretty cool. So there's those. Oops, went too far. Okay, on to Motor Helix. So again, just like AR Box, they're not putting everything on pre-order. They're just kind of they put some stuff on pre-order, and then like we'll just get like a big mix of stuff that just thrown at us as a release announcement. And that's what all this stuff right here is. So this Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4 GSR with the carbon hood is now released, as are all 3 of these Alfa Romeo 8C Competitions. This Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 is now released. So is this black Audi S8. This Mitsubishi Lancer is also released. The Kansai livery Evo 4. It is out now. So, and as is this Honda Civic Type R, like all of this stuff is like actually out for sale now, which is, I don't remember seeing pre-orders for a lot of this stuff. So it's just kind of interesting. I might have seen a pre-order for this. This one is also now out. It's limited to 800 pieces. This white Audi A8 is released, as is this Mitsubishi Lancer 4 GSR. This one's limited to 400. And I think that was it. We did get kind of like a pre-order announcement type thing. These are all, I guess these are all event models for Hong Kong Toy Car Salon. I have no idea why there's so many. It's kind of ridiculous, but yeah, and I'm pretty sure these are as well. These are also going to be event models for the, I think that says Vintage Diecast Expo. Not sure where that is. I think it's in Hong Kong as well. But yeah, lots of stuff. There's individual slides for each one. So we got this LB truck here. I'm actually not sure, like, what brand is this truck? I'm assuming UD Conhead is the brand, possibly. Not sure. Anyways, looks like it's limited to 300 pieces total. So yeah. Then they also have this RWB 964 in signal green. They've got a couple Honda Civics. I assume a lot of these are going to be sold, sent to like distribution later on if they don't sell out, if they didn't sell out at the event. Because these are both limited to $19.99. That's quite a lot. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's a lot of exclusives though. Like, holy crap. Honda Civic Type R comes with the 118 scale engine next to it on the base. Also got this one right here, Mugen Civic Type RR. And I think that was it for those, potentially, except for we also had these as well. So R35 and then R34. And then moving on, they kind of showed off some photos. I don't know if this is like a release announcement or a pre-order. I think they were just showing photos of some stuff. But they've got this RWB 993 in Viper Green. This one's limited to 600 pieces. They also showed off some pics of this blue Alfa Romeo 8C. And then they also showed off this Nissan Skyline R34. This is a collaboration with Curitiba Customs, which I believe is a diecast store down in Brazil. So yeah, kind of like a green and gold Fast and Furious type of livery. And then we've got some event photos. So there's that Curitiba collab R34. I'm pretty sure this is the chase model of it right here. So there's that. And then yeah, just lots of prototypes. It looks like there isn't a lot of new stuff here, but they're kind of just continuing the development. So we've got all these diecast versions of these here. So R32, there's a Civic right there. Actually, a couple different Civics, couple different R32s, the Ford GT40, all diecast samples now. Some more Paganis, the Nilus, pretty cool. Alfa Romeo 8Cs. I really like this one that's in this like Martini racing livery. That's pretty neat. And yeah, there's some more photos of some of these die-cast prototypes, and then there's still a few new like resin prototypes, like this thing in the bottom right. Somebody tell me what this is, because I have no idea. It looks kind of crazy, kind of cool. And then there's also this I believe is a Time Attack Lancer. Looking forward to seeing that one in die-cast. There's that Martini Alfa Romeo again, and then a Rothman's RWB, which is pretty cool. So yeah, on to Lotto Racing, Mini Lotto Racing, both the same brand. Apparently this company's been around for a really long time. They're I forget where they're based out of. I know they're somewhere in Europe, but I guess they make diecast sometimes. I don't think we get a lot of exposure to it here in the US, but some pre-orders from them, so I'll show them off. We got a bunch of Fiat 242, Assistenza, and Eleni car transports. Very cool. Wearing some really nice liveries. So obviously Lancia Alitalia Racing. They've got Martini, Esso back there. Just really, really cool. So these are pretty neat. And then they've also got some Porsches. These are the Porsche 910s, 1967 versions in some cool liveries. I'm assuming these are actually from races and whatnot. I don't know what the quality of Mini Lotto is. I've heard they're not bad. They've also got these Porsche 911 S's. So yeah, interesting. We'll see how distribution is for them, because I do like some of these Fiat vans. They were pretty cool. So yeah, there's those. Moving on to Tomica Limited Vintage. We've got a handful of pre-orders from them. So the one on the left is a Toyopet Corona 1500 Deluxe test car. And yeah, this is the 100,000 kilometer non-stop high-speed drive on the newly opened Machine Expressway test car, 1964. Kind of a mouthful, but actually kind of a cool spec. And then we've got kind of just a regular version of it here, Toyopet Corona 1500 Deluxe, 1966 in light blue. So pretty cool. We've got these two guys right here. The white and black one is the Toyota Corolla 11 two-door GT Apex RS with Watanabe wheels. This is a 1985 version. And then the yellow one, I believe, is a slightly different spec. So it's the Toyota Corolla 11 two-door GT RS with Watanabe wheels. This was a 1983 version. So pretty cool, slight different variations. I've also got a couple more of these these R34s that come with like the different bumpers and wings, which is pretty cool. These are both slightly different as well. So the black one is a Nissan Skyline two-door sports coupe 25 GT turbo. This is a 2000 model year in black. And then the white one is the same thing, Nissan Skyline two-door sports coupe 25 GT turbo, but this is a 1998 version. So I think some of the like bumpers and whatnot are a little bit different between the 2 years for those. So pretty cool. We've also got a couple more Lexus LFAs. The yellow one is just regular Lexus LFA in yellow, and then the black one is the Nürburgring package in matte black. So pretty cool there. They've both got like color on the interior. Honestly, pretty nice. Now we've got the Nissan Cedric 1978 in white, and then we've got the Nissan Cedric 2000 DX patrol car, and this is the Dai Tokai 06 like police district version. So pretty cool there. We've also got a couple Mercedes-Benz 190Es. These are both 1992 specs. One of them is in green and one of them's in pearl blue. They used to make these a long time ago. Cool that they're bringing it back. My main issue with these is that they don't have the hood ornaments, which is kind of lame because, I mean, we've seen a lot of other brands do the hood ornaments just fine at a much cheaper price point than Tomica. Like we've seen Tarmac Works and Mini GT both do it. I think even like some brands like Inno64 have done it just fine. So yeah, probably won't be picking them up just because of that reason, but they are kind of cool. They need the hood ornaments. So unless maybe the Japanese spec 190Es didn't come with them, but I can't see that being a thing. But yeah, anyways, they also did announce this model, Tesla Model X Plaid. This one they sold at Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, and there's some photos of them. They come with like a little charger, like the little Tesla chargers. So kind of cool. Looks like they're both, looks like the white one's limited to 7,008, and then the red one I think is 4,008. So, or maybe that's just 4,000. So yeah, pretty cool for anybody that's into Teslas. I am not. But yeah, they had a small display there with some new prototypes, some Silvias, Countach, and Fair Lady Z. And then they also had some of these Hong Kong taxis on display, which are actually pretty cool. So I'm not sure if these were event exclusives, but I'm sure we'll find out at some point. So yeah, there's that. We also got some stuff from Kyosho. The Moon Eyes R34. These are the ones that have like the light up bases. These were on display at Hong Kong Toy Car Salon. And then, sorry, I guess I got to skip and then go back. They also had some Initial D stuff on display there as well. So pretty cool. Got some RX-7s, Subarus, AE86. Pretty nice stuff. And then they also had a couple, I guess I'm assuming these didn't sell well at some of the other events, and so they're just going to resell them and send them off to 7-Eleven in, I'm assuming, Hong Kong. So yeah, kind of interesting. They're going to send the HKS R32 and this Subaru WRX NBR Challenge to 7-Eleven for sale there. So kind of interesting. Moving on to Hobby Japan, we've got some pre-orders. These are Initial D, Toyota AE86. They look pretty cool. So there's that one, and then they also have this Honda Civic Type R. And I think this one, I think maybe both of these were exclusive to Hong Kong Toy Car Salon. I'm assuming they both were. Only this one actually says that, but I'm assuming both of them were. So yeah, there's that. They also had some regular pre-orders. So this is the Subaru Impreza WRX STI version 6, 1999. And we've got 3 colors: pure white, Arctic silver metallic, and cool gray metallic. We also have these. So this top left one is totally different, not related to the other 3. So this top left one is the Toyota Sprinter Trueno GT Apex AE86 late version, black limited JDM style. And the color's black metallic. This one's got an opening hood, which is, I feel like is pretty uncommon for Hobby Japan. So pretty interesting. And then the other 3 are the Toyota Sprinter Trueno GT86 late version JDM style, except they are just different colors, I guess, and they don't have the opening hood. They've got the headlights up. So you've got the white and black, the red and black, and the black and gray, and all these 3 have carbon fiber hoods. So pretty cool mix there. Moving on to ignition model. So this was an event model for the Model Car Show Malaysia this year. I'm guessing they didn't sell enough of them at the event because they're going to be sold for they're going to be sold to the general public now, so sent off to distribution. So yeah, RWB 993 in blue. They also did have some regular pre-orders, so they had 2 colors of the Pandem R35 GTR. Assuming these are licensed by Nissan, but I'm not sure because there's no mention of it. But yeah, black and like a pinkish purple color, so I guess it says pink metallic. So yeah, there's those. Also a couple more RWBs. So they've got the 993 in matte black, and then they also have the RWB 993 in the pink pig livery. So there's those. Moving on to IXO, they did have some new pre-orders. They've got a 1997 Nissan Skyline GTR R33 Nismo 400R in white. And then the 1983 Nissan Skyline 2000 Turbo RS R30 in red and black. And then we got a couple Hennessy Vipers at the bottom as well. So there's one in yellow, one in blue. These actually look pretty cool. I might pick one of these up to take a look at. But yeah, Viper Hennessy Venom 650R 1999. Very cool. We've got these a couple different Porsche Cayennes. These are the Tech Art versions, 2003 model years. And then they've got a Mitsubishi Lancer, LA Street Edition, and then a 2022 Toyota Tacoma in midnight black metallic. And then they've also got a couple semi trucks here for those of you that are into those. Peterbilt logging truck and a Kenworth W900A Canada. So there's those. Moving on to LCD models, we've got a couple event models. These are both for Hong Kong Toy Car Salon. The Lamborghini Revuelto in electric purple and the Pagani Huayra Roadster black with gold. These are both limited to $1,699 at the event. And there's some photos of them at the event. We've also got these right here. So these are the Land Rover Defender V8s, one in blue, one in green, and one in like a tan color. So those are pretty cool. And then we've got some more Koenigsegg CC850s, orange, red, and green. I personally really like this dark green metallic one. Looks pretty good. And then I thought we already saw this one on pre-order, so this might just be a release announcement. But this is the Pagani Zonda Revolution, carbon black with red and yellow stripes. So there's that. And then we also did see some photos of their stuff at the events. Very, very cool. They're doing the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, which this diecast sample looks very, very nice. So I'm sure these will end up being really good models. They've got the Carrera GT. That one's still in resin. And then the 918 Spider, which looks pretty good as well. So yeah, pretty excited. And then just more Paganis and stuff. They've got a ton of it. Opening parts. I like how they're doing these little like rolling garage stands for the like front and back panels. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'll be curious to see I'll be curious to pick up one of these Paganis from LCD once they finally release one of these opening parts versions. So yeah. And then just some more stuff. There's that 918 again, Revuelto, Honda Integra, more of these Defenders. So a lot of the same stuff we've been seeing. A couple new colors here and there. Like this Amola that's blue and orange I don't remember seeing before. Same with this white and black Wyra R Evo. So yeah, pretty cool stuff overall. GR Yaris and another defender there. Moving on to Paris 64, they did have a new pre-order, so we've got a pretty cool mix here. Again, I've never been a super big fan of the quality that you get from Paris 64. They're just, I don't know, most of the stuff I've seen just doesn't look that good, but they do make some cool stuff. So they've got a 1986 Roof BTR, the Bisimoto 935, a Toyota Hilux 2023, Porsche 911 Carrera RSR 3.0, 2025 Porsche 911 GT3, 1999 Honda Civic Coupe, and then a 2026 Porsche 911 GT3 in the pink pig livery, and an Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2 from the 2026 GT World Challenge Australia. So there's those. They also do have these as well. These are both 2014 Mitsubishi Pajero Sports, one in black, one in silver. These are actually pretty cool. These ones don't look too bad. So there's Paris 64. We've also got a couple things from Kiloworks. So this is an event model for Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo. I'm not sure exactly which race this was from. I assume probably DTM, since it says DECRA on the number box. Not exactly sure, but there is that. And then they also announced a pre-order for this. So Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2 from the 2026 China GT Championship. So there's that one. ATS, another brand we've been covering. They've got some new pre-orders out as well. Two different colors of the Maserati MC12, one in white and then one in black. These both look really nice. Some MC20s, yellow and red. We've got a Scania 500R from them as well. Again, another pretty solid looking casting. They are now doing Audi R8 stuff, so this is their first pre-order for this casting, Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2. Again, I believe this is China GT 2026, so there's that. And then they've got some presentation versions of the Evo 2 as well, so two different ones there, one in white and one in silver. And then, I guess this is Kiloworks right here. I meant to put the Kiloworks with the Kiloworks. That's my bad. There wasn't really a whole lot of new stuff shown off from Kiloworks at these events, but I thought it was interesting that they had some 143 scale Porsches here. I'm assuming that maybe means we'll see them in 164. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, sorry that I got that stuff out of order, but I meant to put this before ATS. So yeah, there's some of their Audis. Again, same stuff that we've been seeing for a while. And then last but not least, there's a new brand that kind of just popped up. They have a long list of licenses here and seem to be legit. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Lamborghini, Porsche, Audi, Bugatti, Pagani, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Dodge, Bentley, McLaren, Formula One, Aston Martin, Honda, Ford, Subaru, Toyota, Golf, Shelby, and Lexus licensing is on their list. Again, GT Max, this seems, they're using like the same font, like a very similar font as Mini GT, so it's, I don't know. Seems kind of weird, but they did show off some prototype samples of some Porsche 911 castings. So I think there's the 911 Cup and then maybe some of the GT3Rs. So yeah, I don't know. We'll keep an eye on them and we'll see what happens. I mean, as long as they're legit, I'll cover them. And they seem to have a long list of manufacturer approvals. So I'm sure there's some license sharing going on at some of these factories in China, which I don't really mind. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, that was it for this one. Kind of a longer one. There was a lot to cover, but let me know what you guys think. And yeah, we'll just end it here. I'll catch you guys in the next one.